Hi, I'm John from Just Performance. I'd like to introduce you to the concept of 5S. Let me start off by talking about why 5S is important. The first reason is that 5S is one of the few lean tools that impacts all areas of performance. It impacts on quality, it impacts on efficiency, cost, and morale. As we know, quality is about doing things right first time. Efficiency is about even flow. Cost is about minimizing waste. And morale is about job satisfaction. So in the back of your mind, I want you to remember the purpose of 5S is to improve all of those factors. And as we move through each of the 5S elements and we implement them, we're then going to be looking at how they impact on those areas of performance. Before I introduce you to the 5S elements, I'd like to talk to you about the most important question that you need to ask when you move through each of the 5S elements. 5S challenges our thinking, and the question that you need to ask yourself is why. So as you look around the workplace, keep asking yourself why. Why is that particular item stored in a particular place? Why am I doing so much walking and bending and lifting? Why is our flow not that efficient? So by asking the question why, you will be identifying a number of improvement opportunities. And those opportunities will form the basis of our improvement action plans. So let me introduce you to the 5 elements. I'd like to talk to you about the 5 S's and the steps we take to implement them. The first step is naturally sort and discard. Sort and discard is about distinguishing between what we need and what we don't. Naturally, things that we need to make sure are stored close to our workplace. Things that we use less often naturally can get stored further away. And those things that we seldom use or never use can be discarded. The second 5S step is set the workplace in order. We need to make sure that our organization is organized and our workplace is organized in an efficient way. Things need to be set in the right place, and we need to make sure that at the end of the day, things are put back where they belong. The third step is shine. We need to make sure that our workplace is kept neat and tidy and clean. And before we go home, things have been tidied up. The fourth step is standardize, where we need to make sure that our standards and our visual procedures are clear, and where possible, they need to be seen close to the workplace. The final step is sustain. Sustain is simply about continuously improving our 5S performance, and this is driven through an audit process. So what I'll do now is explain to you what that audit process looks like. What I'd like to talk to you about now is the 5S audit process. Now, the audit process is the foundation for continuous improvement. So the first part of the audit process is ensuring that each work area has their own 5S audit form. The 5S audit form describes the behaviors that are required in each of those areas in respect of sort, set the workplace in order, shine, standardize, and sustain. Each week, the team of a particular area needs to go through their 5S audit form and review their level of achievement for that week. When they've completed that, they score their 5S audit for that particular week. Now naturally there are a number of different 5S areas that will be scoring their 5S performance. The summary of those 5 audit sheets are then posted to an overall 5S audit for the department, and that's simply adding the scores together, finding the average, and then on a weekly basis scoring the 5S performance on the chart. The next step is to identify the 5S actions that will take place in order to improve the 5S performance. Now naturally that takes place during weekly 5S meetings, where each team goes through their audit scores and identifies one or more areas that they would like to improve. As a team, they then decide what the improvement action plan will look like, and they locate that on a chart simply below the audit sheet, and that describes what will be improved, who will improve it, when. And when that item is completed, you simply tick that the status is now complete. And by following that process of weekly 5S audits, you'll ensure that continuous improvement in 5S is achieved. So the question that you might ask is, how do I go about implementing and improving our 5S performance? Well, that is quite simple. Follow the steps that are contained within your scorecard. In this booklet, which you'll have, will describe the steps that you need to take in order to improve your 5S performance. Good luck.